All right, so let's wait 1 more minute for the others. So while waiting, do you guys have a question or clarification so far? All right, so let's continue now our discussion. So before we continue, anyone who has a question or a clarification so far? Can you guys give me a quick thumbs up? Just let me know that you guys are already in front of your pieces. Great. So most of you are already here. There are three who didn't responded. Anyway, so maybe they want to see our button. Okay, so the next one here is the three-point estimation. So this one is also a great way in estimating the cost of the project, especially if you are in a time basis. Okay, so in here, get three different estimates and take an average to calculate the total. So instead of getting the modules or the totality of the project and or the difficulties in how to create the project, so in here you're estimating on how many hours you're going to spend in able for you to finish that project. So we have this formula right here wherein we have the best, first, and then most likely. Okay, divided by of course the average, okay, which is divided by 3 is equal to expected estimate. Wherein some people rate themselves like 5.7 hours is like multiplied by sometimes it's 500, 300, 400. So yeah, that's most likely the cost of that project. So there are some projects wherein you need to spend 100 hours, okay, 200 hours or 300 hours, okay, and just multiply it by your let's say your rate, your or this one uh uh what is the proper term? Hourly rate, your rate per hour, something like that. Okay, what is your rate per hour in creating that project? So if you're a pro, maybe, so they will pay you 500 peso per hour. If you're a beginner, then maybe they can start with 150 or 200 peso per hour. Okay. So let's say you assume that you'll be able to finish the project best one for 3 hours. Okay, and then worst if let's say 9 hours, and then most likely is of course half, so 5 hours, and then just compute it once. So 3 plus 9 plus 5 divided by 3 is equal to 5.7 hours, and then most likely this is what you're going to say to your client. So you'll be able to finish the one in 5.7 hours multiplied by your rating, and then that's the cost of the project now. Okay, so of course this one is also have some risks. Okay, it has some advantages and disadvantages. So let's go to the advantage first. So this 3-point estimating is that it reduces risk, okay, by taking into account best, worst case, and then most likely. Okay, so let's just see that this is the time that you have assumed that you'll be able to finish the project if you didn't encounter any problem. Okay, but just to give you extra time, then you come up with 5.7 hours with the use of 3-point estimation formula. Okay, So it's reducing the risk for you to see that okay, I can finish this one in 3 months, but you've just put here on the paper that you'll be able to finish this one in 5 months and let's say 5.7 is 5 months and 3 weeks, something like that. Okay, so it's like you have 2 more months, uh, 2 more months time to recheck everything. Okay, so with that, you'll be able to reduce risk in meeting the expectation of the client. Okay, so of course, we have here one disadvantage, which is that it takes a bit longer to do. Okay, because you're giving yourself more time to finish the project instead of just finishing that one into your best estimation. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for the 3 point estimation. So if you're a or if your team is more on a time basis or time calculation payment, then you can use this 3 point estimation. So are we clear with this 3 point estimation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you for those who responded. Last one is the bottom up estimation, wherein this one is really super similar with the definitive estimate. So again, just like what I mentioned a while ago, in order for you to come up with this definitive estimate, you have to come up with this work breakdown structure. Wherein it is also the same with this bottom up estimation. You have to come up with this so-called work breakdown structure or WBS. Okay. So yeah, you already have the perfect plan or the perfect timeline in creating that project. So with this module, you'll be able to finish this one within this date. Like you actually have the actual date, to finish that certain module. For example, today is January 31, right? And then with this certain module, let's say third module, you'll be able to finish that one on February 20 to February 23. So something like that. You have this perfect plan in doing the project step by step. Okay. So we call it one work breakdown structure. So we have a lot of different kinds of work breakdown structure, but yeah, we'll discuss this one um, more later on. But for now, yeah, that's the the definition of a work breakdown structure. Anyway, so of course, it has a disadvantage and disadvantages. So the advantage of this one is this is the most accurate, okay, because you already know what to do with the in every module in every task. But the disadvantage of this one is it's time consuming to produce, okay, or it can sometimes inflate the cost of an estimate. Okay, because you already have this competition and everything, but there are some events, there are some things that we cannot just expect that will happen or we cannot anticipate, like for example maybe typhoon or someone get COVID on your team, so it will delay the project and then uh, it will uh, you know mess things up with your plan. Okay. So sometimes it can inflate or it can really deflate the cost of your project depending on your performance, of course, of your team. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for the five uh, project estimation. So are we clear so far from first to fifth?
Yes, sir.
I'm seeing that RV Ramos is speaking, responding, but I'm not hearing anything. Maybe your mic is not working. You're unmuting, and
Ay,
then
yes, sir.
yeah, meron na konti. But just a
Ah,
small
di pa,
boost.
sir.
Wala pa rin. I'm not hearing anything. Anyway, so just check your the volume of your mic later. All right. So we're done with the second link, which is the creative project budget that works, okay, or the complete as cost estimation guide. Now, any questions so far regarding with the feasibility assessment? Ah, uh, apologies. So this one is actually only for the economical feasibility. Okay, so let's discuss the technical feasibility and then the behavioral feasibility real quick. So when we say technical feasibility is your technical skills as a programmer. Okay, so do you have enough skills? You have the knowledge in finishing that project? Something like that. So when it comes to technical feasibility, so I guess this one uh really depends on the person. So even though let's say he doesn't know how to do that one at first, but that person is diligent. Okay, so this is where the behavioral feasibility will be coming from. So just combine them. Let's say you lack that knowledge when it comes to technicalities, then just be more diligent in learning that language, and yeah, this will be solved right away, a technical feasibility. But it's to say that you have enough knowledge, but you're lazy. Okay, you have a lot of biases. You have this kind of behavior wherein before you will work, you have to smoke first. You have to watch some movies first. You have to play some games first. So it will highly affect the progress of your project. So even though you're technical, yeah, you're that expert, you have the budget, but your behavior is not that good, then you won't be able to finish that project. So that is one thing that it will affect the feasibility in creating that project. Okay. So when we say behavioral, so that's anything that you will see on your self as your character. Okay, so that's your the or behavior in communicating with your teammates, your characteristic, okay, or your attitude pattern, okay, in communicating or in doing that particular task. Anyway, so yeah, those are the types of feasibility assessment. So technical, economical, and then behavioral. So any question or clarification so far under this feasibility assessment?
Wala naman, sir.
None, sir.
All
And
right, great. Please, thank you for those who responded. Next one here is the creation of project plan, wherein most likely this one is the work breakdown structure. So the output of this stage is a well-documented project plan. It includes all gathered information from the other activities done. So there is no standard format in creating the project plan as long as it consists of vital information from the other activities involved in the stage. So the main purpose of creating project is to prove that there is a need to develop the proposed system and that the system is possible to create. Okay, so it's like finalizing everything from the things that you have gathered. Okay, and next one here is project scheduling. So my apologies. This one is not the part wherein you're going to do the WBS. It's just you're finalizing everything if it's really feasible or no. Okay, so this is like the deciding factor if you'll push through with that project right now. Okay, so once you're done finalizing everything, uh, you guys have realized that it's really feasible. You realize that your system is really needed. Okay, and so on and so forth. So you can now move to the project scheduling wherein you will now start planning on how to do the module step by step, or how to do the project step by step. Okay. So to do this, first break down each deliverable into work packages. So it is as simple as creating a to-do list for each deliverable. So the most recommended way to do this one is a work breakdown structure, or the WBS. Okay. So what is this WBS? A work breakdown structure is a hierarchical structure of things that the project will make or outcomes that will be delivered. Okay. So supposedly those link will work, but I don't know what happened. So I don't actually have the, or I don't know the actual content of this link right here, because again, this one came from Ma'am Tere. But I prepared, of course, I prepared a backup wherein in here it will teach you what is a breakdown structure and then how to create a breakdown structure. So this is just a 6-minute video. So just watch this one for more information about work breakdown structure. But to give you a summary, where is that part? So it is something like this, wherein is this is the totality of your project. Okay, right here, and then we have here your deliverables, and then we have here your sub deliverables. Okay, so let's say this project composes of 5 major deliverables, or 5 major modules, or 5 major to do things or features. So you can call it any term that you want. But this one is the level 0, or sometimes in other website they call this one level 1. So level 0 or level 1 is the totality of your project. And then the next one is level 1 or level 2. Okay, wherein those are the main features of that project. And then we have here the sub features. So one example it is, let's say this is a Facebook application. So it has this features wherein you can lag in, you can lag out, you can post, you can upload, you can download, and so on and so forth. Okay, so one major deliverables, or one major feature of that Facebook is you'll be able to lag in or lag out, right? So in here, just call this one maybe lag in or lag out system, and then of course in this sub deliverables, the first one is you'll be able to log in, or let's just say you'll be able to register first, register, log in, log out, and then you'll be able to retrieve your account, or let's say you forget your password, it's also under this one, or what else. Mm, so yeah, those are the only things that I can think of when it comes to log in or log out system, and so on and so forth, depending on the sub deliverables of those major features. So are you guys getting so far the idea of a work breakdown structure? What about the others? Were you guys able to get that explanation of mine? So I hope you guys were able to, at least got the idea. Okay. Well, I will not explain this one further anymore, since this is a very quick video. So just watch this one, and then from the first to 3-minute video, you already know what is this word breakdown structure. So I guess it's also obvious. You're breaking down everything that you can break down from that project of yours, okay, into a smaller segment or smaller factor. Okay, and then of course how to create them. We have some rules, or is it one. So we have some rules and things that you need to think to when it comes to creating a work breakdown structure. But yeah, again, this is the project itself. This is level 0, level 1 work stream, or the deliverable. So we have different terminologies, but all in all, those are the major features, and then the sub features, and then the sub features, and then sub features. Okay, so you will see here that you have your one 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and then 1.1.1, 1.1.2, and so on and so forth. So you can make it more into a smaller segment if it's really needed, then just do that one. And then from here, you can already rate that this will uh, maybe take us 4 hours to finish each major deliverable. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and then just compute everything. And that is the time that you need to spend in order for you to create this work stream one. Okay, and then from there you can already estimate the cost, okay, of this feature of your project. Okay. Anyway, so just watch this recorded video later on. So in order for you to learn on what is a work breakdown structure and then how to create a work breakdown structure. So one more thing that I added here is, okay, so let's just open this link right here because this one is one helpful link. So see right here that this one is the level one, but in other YouTube link, they call this one level zero. So either of those two, they are correct. Okay. And then they call that one in the first video as a work stream, but in here we call this one major deliverable. So again, either of those two, they are just the same. Okay. And then we have the deliverables or sub deliverables, and then the work packages. Okay. So from level 1 to level 4. So most likely, you will stop at level 4. Okay. If it's a small to medium project. But sometimes, if it's a really large project, like for example, maybe Facebook or YouTube, then yeah, you can come up to level 12. So that's really big project if you reach this level 12 work breakdown structure. Okay. So here's one example. Okay, we have here the bio components, or let's say for uh, a certain thing or a tangible thing. And we have here facing for a software development. And then we have here a functional use, which is also used for, uh, let's just say that software development. And we also have here geographical area, and then etc. So depending on the team, or depending on the project that you're going to create. So you can use work breakdown structure in, in anything that you're, or in any project you're going to create. So not just in programming, not just in software development. Okay. One example is this bicycle right here. So we have here the project management, the wheels, frame, gears, and then accessories. So those are the major parts of the bicycle. And then we have here the sub parts or sub deliverables. Okay. So under the wheels, we have rim, we have hub, we have spokes, and then tires, and so on and so forth. Okay. So yeah, just watch this recorded, I mean not recorded, just watch this video. Also, this one is also one helpful in able for you to learn about what is this work breakdown structure. Anyway, so one thing that you can use to create a work breakdown structure is, did I include it here? I think I wasn't able to include it right here. Anyway, you can use you can use Lucid Chart, you can use Draw.io, you can use I guess you can also use Microsoft Word if it's if that is where you're familiar in, in doing some charts. But yeah, we have a lot of softwares out there in creating a work breakdown structure. So just search them on your net. Just remember. So yeah, you can use Lucid Chart in creating a work breakdown structure. That's one right. So did you guys now get the idea on what is a work breakdown structure?
Yes, sir.
So I hope we're clear. And I hope the others are really listening, you know. Anyway, so enough now with the WBS. So next thing with the project scheduling is once you're done with this WS, then you can now create the timeline, okay, in you're going to develop or you're going to create a schedule, okay, in every task that you're going to create in WBS. So you can use PERT or CPM or the Gantt chart, okay. So when it comes to PERT or CPM, we have here the short introduction on what is the a PERT and then a CPM. So it is somewhat like this. So you'll be able to know what task first you're going to or you need to do first before you will be able to do this a particular task. Like for example, we have A to G task. So A, you can start it anytime where it doesn't have a prerequisite before starting with this task. But C, you have to finish the task A first before you know you can start with this task. So same with task, you have to finish this EB first before you'll be able to finish this task. Okay, and then we have here the expected time in weeks before you can finish that certain task. So with this, you'll be able to come up with a timeline wherein, okay, uh, I'll be able to finish the project in 32 weeks or 31 weeks, okay, something like that. Okay, so that is a PERT or a CPM scheduling. Okay, we also have here a Gantt chart, which is what we have used in our thesis before. So this is one chart that probably the easiest chart in seeing the timeline of each task. Okay, so you'll see here the activities or tasks and then the time that it will consume. So let's say for letter E, you need maybe 4 weeks. So depending on if it's by days or by week. But I think this one is by day. So task A, you'll be able to do this one in 4 days. Task B is uh, in 7 days and so on and so forth. So you can also use our Gantt chart. So just to give you guys an actual Gantt chart result, so ba sinipya? Documents. So this is our project before. And let's see our Gantt chart. Ano ba dito? Hmm, where is it? I don't know if it's here or here. Okay, so here is the summary of our activities before or the Gantt chart itself. So you have the activity and then the months and then the days and then we have here task 1 to 10, task 1 to task 10 or the our deliverables. Okay, and then how many days we have spent in uh, creating that particular task. Okay, so it is somewhat like this. So yeah, before it's only 6 months. So you guys are lucky right now since you guys have 1 year. So it's now a total of 9 months. So you have more time in doing your project. So are we clear with this one so far? All right. So all right. So sorry for that. So are we clear with this one with the Gantt chart? And here are the names of those activities. Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys still around?
None, sir.
So I hope you guys now
None,
have an
sir.
idea what is a Gantt chart. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for the module 4. So you can use PERT or PM or a Gantt chart. Now let's move on to your activity. So exercise 1, the aim of this one is to prepare a problem statement and objective. So we have here the problem statement and then the objective, okay, and then the goals and then the deliverables, etc., etc. So your goal here is to create a project plan using the project plan template given. So this is what you guys have uh, to do. Okay, you're going to base your work from this. Okay, and you have to come up with this similar template. So it is already a finished template. So the name of this one is errand mate. Okay, we have the required resources, the manpower, equipment, the software, the project overview, the system description, etc., etc. We have here the goals, objectives, the deliverables, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now I want you guys to come up with this similar template. Okay, based from this information by here. Okay, it's just that it's like they are not in table yet. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is create, somehow or somewhat similar with this given template, right? So are we clear with this one so far? So what I should see is somehow the same or somehow similar with this one, with this project plan template right here. Okay. Anyway, if you need more clarification with this one, with this activity, so just message me later on. But yeah, the expected output is somewhat like this. And I guess it's pretty easy since all of the information are already given. All you need to do is just put that one on the table, okay, which is similar with this kind of template. So did you guys understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyway, so that's it for the activity and the planning stage. So one last thing is the case study. So just check this one out later on. So of course they'll be given a facts and then a question. So just share your own opinion regarding with this one. And yeah, that's it for the planning stage. And we still have one module that needs to be discussed, which is the software requirements. But yeah, we don't have enough time anymore, so I guess it's better if you will just start with this one on part 3. So I hope we can finish this one on part 3 later on. But yeah, goodbye for now, and then let's just meet again on part 3.